Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel GDC Classes English. So as you all know, we have started a new series known as Target Pharma MCQ Series 360 degree. That means it will cover your 360 degree angle syllabus. Like this series is especially for MRB students, RRB students, Telangana students, UPSC DI and AIIMS students. So, as you all know, we have recently got a notification regarding Railway Pharmacist 2025 examinations regarding 105 posts. So, this is a better, I can say best opportunity to boost your preparations while using this series. That will be very helpful because it is topic wise. So, read out the theory portion and just come back over this series to have the MCQ session with us. So, let's start our session, and today we are going to discuss the questions of human anatomy and physiology, and the topic will be cell and its components. This is the small topic, so this is going to be the very easy one. First question: branch of science that studies the structure of the body. The branch of science that studies about the structure. We have two things in our human anatomy and physiology, as the name states, anatomy and physiology. So, anatomy is the study of body structure, or we can say study of different parts of your body structures, and physiology is the study of function of those parts. Clear? So, according to the question, we have to describe the answer regarding the structure study. So, correct answer will be our anatomy. Clear? Okay. Next question. The cell of the structure and function of the cell. Okay, the study of cell. As you know, this logy stands for study of. Myo stands for, M stands for muscle. Just to memorize this is the small trick. Myo, M stands for muscles. So, the study of muscles is known as myology. Pathology, study of patho part. Like we are going in the patho labs for what? For blood test, and those blood tests identify the diseases. So, that is known as pathology. Cytology, the C stands for cell. So, study of cell is known as cytology. Histology is the study of tissues. So, study of tissues is known as histology. Here our correct answer will be cytology, as the question states for cell. Next question. The study of the blood is, the study of blood. Hematology. Hem means blood, logy means study. So, correct answer is hematology. Pulmonology. Pulmono means that represents our lungs. Logy means study. So, the study of lungs is known as pulmonology. Cardiology. Cardio stands for heart. So, the study of heart is known as cardiology. Osteology. Osteo stands for your bones, because osteon is the basic unit of your bone. So, osteology is the study of your bones. Okay. Next question. Which is the structural and functional unit in the living body? Structural as well as functional unit. As you all know, our body is composed of cells, and the cells, group of cells is known as tissue. Similarly, the tissues forms organs, and the group of organs forms the organ system, and all organ systems forms a complete human being. So, the structural and functional unit of the living body is cell. If there in any organism, if there is the absence of cell, then that organism is termed as non-living. Example, virus. But except for virus, all of the organisms contains the cell, which is the living part of your body. Clear? So, this cell is known as the structure and functional unit of living body. Okay. Fifth question. Which of the following statement is true about the cell membrane? Okay. The outermost layer of your cell is your cell membrane. As we all know, in animal cells we lack cell wall. Clear? But we have cell membrane, also known as plasma membrane, and in plant cell we have cell wall. Clear? That is the hard layer which protects our plant cells. Clear? So, these cell membrane are the statements. It is the barrier of the cell. Yes, of course, it is the barrier of the cell. It protects your cell. It is the outer surface of the cell. This is also correct. This is the outermost layer of your cell. It is selectively permeable to certain substances. As you know, each and every cells goes through the process of transportation. Either it transports your proteins or it transports nutrients, etc. Because our cell is the powerhouse, like they produce your proteins, they are responsible for production of lipids. So those lipids and proteins are now transferred from one cell to another cell. So in those process, our cell membrane is the key component. Selective permeable means it will allow only selective things to pass through the cell membrane. Clear? Okay, so correct answer will be all of the above. Clear? Sixth question. Plasma membrane is made up of. Plasma membrane, also known as cell membrane, it is made up of proteins, lipids and carbohydrates. Clear? So this is the easy guess, I know. Seventh question. What is a jelly-like substance found floating inside the plasma membrane? Okay, jelly-like substance. So this is your plasma membrane, the outermost layer of your cell. Clear? And here we have a jelly-like substance, and these jelly-like substance are known as cytoplasm. What is it is known as? Cytoplasm. Clear? And this cytoplasm contains many cellular suborganelles. Eighth question. Rough endoplasmic reticulum mainly responsible for. Rough endoplasmic reticulum means we have a endoplasmic reticulum in our cell. This is endoplasmic reticulum. We have two different types of endoplasmic reticulum. As you know, the word rough means the surface of endoplasmic reticulum is rough due to the presence of ribosomes above its surface. So this will make you feel it as a rough surface, and as we have ribosomes over their surface, now they are responsible for production of proteins. But our smooth endoplasmic reticulum doesn't contain any ribosomes in their surface. That's why they are smooth in nature. So they are responsible for the production of a smooth substance known as our lipids of fat. As you all know, the oil is always smooth in texture. So likewise, you can remember the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for the production of lipids as well as sterols. Clear? Here the correct answer will be your protein synthesis. Okay. Next question. Which organelles function in synthesis of proteins? Okay, the synthesis of proteins is the main key function of your ribosomes. They are responsible for the production of proteins. Hence they are also known as protein factory of the cell. Okay, so one question for you all guys. Just in the comment section, give me the answer that what is the another name for your nucleus. Like ribosomes is known as protein factory of the cell. So what is our nucleus known as? This is the question. You have to comment the answers in the comment section. I will check out each and everyone's answer. Okay? Fine. Next question. Cristae in mitochondria serves as site for. What is cristae? This is outer membrane of your mitochondria. We have a zigzag-like structure. This is known as cristae. This is cristae. Clear? And the inner particle, inner one, this red one is known as matrix. Clear? Clear? So this cristae is responsible for what? For respiration and synthesis of ATP. How? As you all know, in this matrix, or you can say in mitochondria, there is always the synthesis of ATP, as we have two cycles present on this mitochondria. In the matrix portion, TCA cycle or citric acid cycle, or you can say it as Krebs cycle takes place, and in the inner lining of mitochondria, electron transport chain takes place. So that's why our mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of cell, because the production and synthesis of ATP takes place itself in your mitochondria. Clear? So correct answer will be the respiration and synthesis of ATP. Okay. Next question. Which of the following statement is true about the nucleus? Okay, so just comment me the answer. What is the another name for your nucleus? Now, it is absent in prokaryotes. Yes, definitely your nucleus is absent in prokaryotes. Eukaryote means U means true and karyote means nucleus. Means a nucleus is known as nucleus when it contains a proper nuclear membrane, when it contains a proper nucleolus, then it is termed as nucleus. But in prokaryotes, our DNA is present suspended in our cytoplasm in a circular or thread-like structure. Clear? Yes. That's why in your prokaryotes we don't have any nucleus. Clear? So this statement is correct. It is called the brain of the cell. Okay. So here is the answer. Right. This is the true statements that it is known as the brain of the cell. Okay. It contains DNA and other genetic materials. Yes. Obviously nucleus contains genetic material. This is also correct and this is also correct. So the correct answer will be all of the above. Okay. Next question. Which organelle functions in movement of chromosomes during cell division? Right. First option we have Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is responsible for the packaging, sorting and modification of your proteins and lipids. Lysosomes are known as suicidal bags of the cell and they are responsible for the hydrolytic activity. Peroxisomes is responsible for the antioxidant property. Leftover is our centrosome. So centrosome is responsible for the movement of chromosomes during your cell division. Clear? Next question. Which of the following statement is incorrect about the Golgi apparatus? Golgi apparatus is known as the post office of the cell. It is a membrane bound organelle. Yes, it is the single membrane bound organelles. It is involved in the processing of proteins. Yes, we can say it processes your protein. It is present in all except red blood cell. So yes, none of the statement is incorrect because all of these three statements are correct. That's why the correct answer will be none of the above. Clear? Next question. Which of the following cell organelles is called digestive bags? Digestive bags also known as suicidal bags of the cell, and we have only one organelle known as lysosomes because they contains hydrolytic enzymes which are responsible for the destruction of your nucleus, lipids and proteins. That's why they are known as suicidal bags of the cell. Clear? Next question. Ribosomes are made up of. Okay, so here this is also another question which you have to give answer in the comment section. So give me the correct answer in the comment box. Clear? Okay, next question. 80S ribosomes occurs in. Okay, 80S ribosomes and we have next 70S ribosomes. So 70S ribosomes are present in prokaryotes as it is less in number. So it is present in prokaryotes, and when the evolution is done and there is the development of eukaryotes, then we have the maximum number of ribosomes, that is 80S ribosomes. So yes, eukaryotic cells of animals and plants both have 80S ribosomes. Clear? The organelle responsible for packaging, modifying and proteins is, correct answer is Golgi apparatus, as it is known as post office of the cell. It makes the proteins which is secreted by or synthesized by your endoplasmic reticulum, and also smooth endoplasmic reticulum produces lipids. So these proteins are and lipids now arrives in Golgi apparatus, and Golgi apparatus it is responsible for sorting, modifying, packaging and just to capture them in a sac-like structure to make it easy for transportation. So these are the functions of Golgi apparatus. Clear? Next question. The fluid mosaic model was proposed by. The fluid mosaic model, that is, the structure is for your plasma membrane, sandwich-like structure. So it is given by Singer and Nicholson. Clear? As you know, Robert Hooke was responsible for the discovery of cell, but that was dead cell. It named it as cell. Watson and Crick gave the double helical structure of your DNA. Next question, the condition of equilibrium in the body is known as, okay, the condition of equilibrium in the body. It is not stating the condition of equilibrium in blood. If the question was regarding blood, then we can say it is hemostasis. Hem means blood and status means static condition, equal condition, standing condition. Homeostasis means same. That is, the same condition, standing condition in your whole body is homeostasis. Clear? Next question. Which of the following organelles is semi-autonomous? Semi-autonomous means they are able to perform their functions semi-autonomously. Means they have their own powerhouse of cells, they have their own nucleus. That's why they are known as semi-autonomous. Clear? So correct answer is mitochondria and chloroplast. Mitochondria in your organelles, animal organelles, and chloroplast is present in your plant cell. So yes, they both contains DNA and ATP producing cells. That's why they are known as semi-autonomous cells. Clear? So these were the 20 MCQs regarding cell and its components. So friends, just comment me the correct answer of those two questions which I have asked in the earlier questions, and I will check out the comment box. Thank you everyone for watching this video. All the very best.